definitely a grind. It's definitely a grind to get there. People can find me on Twitch at Loyalty Comp. If they ever want to come and kick it out with me, I play with pretty near everyone, all my supporters in my chat. And yeah.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And it's a nice month he's having. Something's got him motivated. He's become a much bigger contributor offensively. He's settled into the kind of groove that every player wants to get in.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Wilson out there with Cowboy. Then it's the Kid. Then there's the Miracle Man. And it's the Monster in at the center position. And for the Thunder, Geiger is out there with Anderson. Then it's Okoro. And there's Bryant. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you've set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Stolen away. Here's Miracle Man. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Oh, Leonard in position.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of it.
Bryant is double. Okoro wide open. He fires. The Thunder with another miss.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Lets a floater go. And here's the fast break. And that one is stuffed right through.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
If you don't have that one guy who gets you 10-plus boards every night, you just have to send more guys to the glass.
Anderson kicks to Okoro. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Geiger. Anderson trying to free himself up. That one is good from Geiger.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First free throw is good. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Murray's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. The pass to Geiger. Back to Murray. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Okoro shot is off.
And Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it. After 4 straight makes, couldn't quite get that one to go down. Still a terrific start.
Bryant looking over the floor. Back to Murray. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
Ripped away. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Anderson outside. Pass to Geiger. The Thunder with another miss. Looking at Oklahoma City, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
I was surprised they put up so little fight. That was not the team I expected to see that night.
Murray. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy. Coming in, they obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Not one to back down inside. Schroeder likes to get right into the teeth of the defense.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
To the left side wing. Passes it to Nurkic, and the foul called on Thunder. That's his first foul. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And for Dennis Schroeder, that's a shot the defense will give him because of his ability to blow by people.
There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Allen passes to Okongwu. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 5, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
It's rebounded by Schroeder, and so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period, and their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Thunder 5 right now. Okongwu is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Allen. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Kicks it to Okongwu. Schroeder outside. Nurkic up top. Here's Hurley. Nurkic trying to get open. The 19-footer is on the money.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there. Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Thunder trailing by 17. Allen outside. Pass to Schroeder. Oklahoma City moving it around. Now here's Nurkic. Allen surveying the D. And it's Schroeder missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you.
Timeout.
Whee! Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Well, players now, Steve, seem to have a lot more power to demand a trade. Talk about what that does for the future of small market teams.
You know, Kevin, I think, let's be honest, it makes it tougher for the small market teams. The one solution, I think, is if you have a team that is very close-knit, if you get the right superstar and he's happy, if you have a chance to maybe win a championship, that keeps those stars in place.
Here's Hurley. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Anderson, he's checked in for Okongwu. Los Angeles leading by 19 points. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. To the wing right side. Here's Miracle Man. His three-pointers off the mark.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Enzo Bryant will bring it up for the Thunder. Out to the wing. Geiger against Leonard. Outside Bryant. Here's Murray. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Okoro, he's checked in for the Thunder. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Los Angeles calls timeout.
One shot.
Oklahoma City has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Murray outside. Anderson right side. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Los Angeles leading by 22. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And Murray has such a soft-looking shot, especially from deep where he is just lights out.
Kept alive, Tyler. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
1:32 left to play in the first half. Now, here's Okoro. He's covered closely. Geiger. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Murray. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And can't get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Thunder. Allen comes in for Bryant.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going. Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Murray, the pass to Nurkic. Knocked loose. Here's Tyler. He's covered by Murray. And good that time. Leonard's got his second bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
8 seconds left in the first half. Here's the monster, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
And so it's Los Angeles, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see it. And guys, for Los Angeles, Kenny, how'd you see it?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely...
And that's...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And Los Angeles, guys, shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Taking a look at Los Angeles. ABC is out there with money. And there's the Monster. And it's Thunder. And it's Rain Man in at the shooting guard position.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Here's the Monster. Takes a three. Geiger with the rebound. Geiger's got 5 rebounds tonight. Makes it off the glass.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Enzo Bryant will bring it up for Oklahoma City. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles on D. Anderson passes to Geiger.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
Shaky start to the half, going 1 for 4, still trying to find that groove.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
On the wing, Bryant. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue. That pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Okongwu comes in for Geiger, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Okoro. For Los Angeles, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Thunder have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Schroeder. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And it's Leonard missing.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
The offensive rebound.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Lays it up off the glass. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Nice balance, stopping and popping. Schroeder very fluid with the ball in his hands.
And there's the pass to the professor. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bryant comes with the double team. A nice shot by Tyler.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Leonard, finished off the break. Leonard's got 8 points.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Here's Tyler. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Pass to Schroeder. Anderson right side. Here's Hurley. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Thunder. Here's the Professor. And the layup's good off the glass.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
So both teams making some changes here. Allen dishes to Schroeder. He kicks it to Murray. To halt the run. Clock at 6 from outside the arc. That's good from Schroeder on the assist by Okongwu. 14 points for him.
That's his second three-pointer of the night. One in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Outside for Murray. And the rejection by Leonard. And he's able to get it back. Another shot. And it's Schroeder missing.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Snatched up. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Tigers checked in for the Thunder. Okoro comes in for Dennis Schroeder. 27 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Allen. And he banks in the layup. Allen's got his first bucket of the night.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And this is his third trip to the line tonight. And he makes the first. And so Murray nails both of them. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Good on the second free throw. Here's Miracle Man. He's covered by Murray.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that on the inbounds play. Exactly the way they drew it up.
Geiger, and it's blocked with 1 on the clock. And so it's Los Angeles holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to
see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Murray. He's out there with Allen. Okoro out there with Geiger, and it's Martinez in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now here's Okoro. Tight defense on him. Here's Geiger. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Monsters got 8 rebounds in this game. Leonard attacking, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Powell, he's jacked in for Okoro, and it's Johnson in for Murray. Hey, Smitty, Steve Kerr talked about how Michael Jordan scared his teammates into becoming better players. Would that kind of approach, you think, work today with players entering the league?
You know, I think you have to be careful, yes. But I think on a general, if you're looking at just a blank sheet of paper on how to get guys motivated, I think it takes his leaders, which it starts with ownership, management, coach, and best players. If they work hard and they see the blueprint that way, they usually follow.
And guys, it doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You've got to appreciate a reverse jam like that.
Greg, those kinds of dunks are how reputations are built.
Yes.
Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. Johnson, wide open, he fires. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Here's Miracle Man, and he dunks it down.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Allen outside, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Passes it to Geiger. 6 to shoot. Here's Martinez, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Geiger with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Thunder. Powell kicks to Johnson. Allen outside. Johnson down low. A beautiful reverse layup.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Allen's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
My, oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that slam.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Fellas, that was ruthless. He threw it down with some authority.
Here's Johnson, and the shot goes in.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7.
He's really cooking right now. He's having a phenomenal half.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Martinez with it. Leonard picks him up. Martinez the pass to Allen, and the shot goes in.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. The Thunder shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Poke loose. Steve, if you were a GM and you could choose one player, who would you start your team with?
Right now, I think the player to start your team off right now because of the way everything is going is Anthony Davis. He can play 1 through 5. Defensively, he can change a game. Offensively, he can play in and out, and he's just that fluid player that matches up with today's game.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Okongwu comes in for Geiger, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Grayson Allen. 1:57 left to play here in the fourth, and now we've got the intentional foul.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
That's good from Schroeder.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
Los Angeles making a switch here. The professor's checked in for Yon. Oh!
Yes! Yes!
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So he gets them both. And Los Angeles, guys, shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. From the inbound, he dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Al Smitty, you were a player with versatility and length. How much fun would you have had with today's style of play?
I think, Kevin, I was a guy that kind of played 1 through 3 at 6'8". But nowadays, I could have played 1 through 5. I would have loved playing the 5 position. Reason why, I could have got my shot off at any time I wanted. And the three-point shot, Kevin, you can take 10, 12 three-pointers. I would have loved that.
He hits the second from the line.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
It's good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this league, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
The first free throw is good. Schroeder hits them both. And here's Los Angeles. Here's Miracle Man. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And they go to the intentional foul. That one is off. And the second free throw, good. And here is Los Angeles now. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players. Everything was just on target.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win, and looking at the season they've had already, 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Miracle Man.
shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
The Monsters checked in for the professor.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Number 1.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Cowboy is going to pick up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Tyler. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Johnson. And Los Angeles guys shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First free throw is good. Schroeder hits them both. 1:04 left here in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Miracle Man. He's guarded by Schroeder.
Number 1. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Good on both. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. And now they decide to foul intentionally. That's good from Johnson. So Johnson hits 2 of them. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
That free throw, no good.
That's his first personal foul. Johnson.
And he's good on the second. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Miracle Man. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line. Number 1. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Schroeder. And that's an intentional foul. That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. To the paint, here's ABC. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. And here is Los Angeles now. Outside Wilson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
15 foul. At the line.
The first one falls.
At the line for 2.
He hits both from the stripe. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally. No good on that one. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Pass to the monster. Here's Miracle Man. Los Angeles with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And he commits the intentional foul. That's good from Schroeder.
2 shots to the line.
Schroeder hits them both. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's deflected. 4-on-3 break. And the foul called on ABC. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Schroeder hits them both. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Miracle Man. Misses from short range. And so they foul intentionally. And that one misses. And he sinks the second. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. It's rebounded by Schroeder. And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good. Schroeder hits them both. Here's Miracle Man. Goes up off the...
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily.